Welcome to Monica's Sports Corner. Men's basketball got one last game in on November 22nd before Thanksgiving break. They played at Chaifetz Arena against Detroit Mercy in the final game of the 2K Classic, benefiting Wounded Warrior Project. The Billikens were led by sophomore Jalen Johnson, who had a career-high 24 points. But it wasn't enough to send the Billikens home for Thanksgiving with a win. The men lost 72-70 with Detroit Mercy's Cameron Chapman's last-second jumper. The Billikens are now 3-2. Before Thanksgiving break, swimming and diving competed in Northwestern's Tier Invitational. For the men, sophomore Colin O'Brien came in second in the 200 IM and fourth in the 50 breast, and first in the 100 IM with a school record time of 51.27 seconds. On the women's side, sophomore Savannah Nichols won the C final in the 200 fly. She is currently ranked third on SLU's all-time list. This past weekend, women's basketball headed to Las Vegas for the South Point Shootout, where they went 1-1. Friday, the women lit up Cleveland State, winning 80-64. Seniors Jackie Kempf and Jenny Vliet led the way with Kemp's 12th career double-double, and Vliet had a career-high 19 points. Saturday, the results seemed to switch as the Billikens lost 71-59 to LSU. The Bills play Wednesday night at Chaifetz Arena against Vanderbilt. Billikens Club Ice Hockey traveled to Champaign, Illinois 2 weeks ago before the Thanksgiving holiday. They played in a 2-game series against the Fighting Illini, losing the first 9-3, but winning the second 3-2 in an overtime shootout. With me tonight is starting goalie junior Alec Derks. Thanks for being here, Alec.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course. So what would you say was the biggest difference between your first game against Illinois and the second game?
Probably the biggest difference was just the overall work ethic and compete level. I think also we kind of stopped playing in the third period in Illinois. If you look at the scoreboard, we really it was close up until the third and then kind of dropped off. And I think we're in a bit of a slump there. That was our third loss in a row on Friday. And so I think guys were kind of just getting down on themselves. But after that night, we had a good talk in the locker room and we came back out on Saturday and got the job done.
So what was said in the locker room?
I think we owe a lot of credit to our coach coming in, and he was very calm and collected after that game and just kind of said, we've had a lot of success already. We know that we have the potential to beat whoever we want to beat. And we just need to come out tomorrow and kind of going back to that compete level, come out right away and play the full 60 minutes and never stop.
So what has your season looked like so far?
Well, we started off the year really strong. I think we were 11-3 at one point, or 11-2 even. And we beat a lot of teams that we haven't beaten previous years. We beat Lindenwood both games. We split with McKendree, who we haven't beat them in a couple years. And then we beat Missouri State's D1 team. We split with them. So we had a lot of high points and a really good couple months there. And then I think we had a bit of a lull at the beginning of November, but we're hoping that we can pick it back up here and finish off strong. What
was it like beating Mo State's D1 team?
It was really exciting. It was the first time that we had played a D1 team since I'd been on the team. And they're one of the more highly ranked D1 teams too. So we were all really excited, and I think it was a really fun weekend for the team.
That's awesome. How did you guys celebrate?
It was a bus trip, which bus trips are always fun because you got the bus right back to play some music, watch some movies, and just kind of have a good time with the guys. So that was probably our main celebration there.
Yeah, absolutely. So your rink is at Webster Groves Ice Arena, so off campus. So how many kids do you get at your games?
I would say usually 50 students usually will show up, and then there's a lot of other local youth there, parents, and usually a lot of people from the other team as well, because a lot of teams we play are fairly local. But yeah, it's about the collection of people we have.
Yeah, definitely. So how do you think more SLU kids could get to your games?
Well, one thing that we're really working on here is to have a shuttle at some point. So I encourage all students that want to come out to keep an eye out for that one. And also, it's a pretty quick drive, so if you know someone with a car, make the 10-minute drive over to the rink. But yeah, definitely we want to do a shuttle, whether it's a bus or kind of just some vans at some point, to make sure that kids who don't have a car to ride to get there can still come out to the games and watch.
Definitely. How can kids find out about that?
So you can look us up on Twitter, SLU Billikens Hockey, also on Instagram and Facebook, or look for us around campus. We're doing some more tabling here and there. So those are good ways to find us.
All right, great. Thanks, Alec.
Thank you.
The men play Iowa Friday, December 1st at Webster Groves Ice Arena. The puck is set to drop at 7:45. I hope to see you there, and you can definitely find me here. Go Bills.